What's up, guys? Dodgers Randy here for your game recap of today's 10-3 win over the Giants. Go ahead and do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button really quickly. It would mean the world to me. And I apologize for yesterday not having a game recap for you guys. I was actually in Utah doing some other baseball related stuff, and I did watch the game, but it was just a little bit too much craziness going on for me to be able to keep up with everything the team was doing, and I didn't want to give you guys a bad recap. But I shouldn't be missing any more for the rest of the season. And since I know you guys are going to ask, this back here is a scratch map. It's all the places, all the different states I've visited. Most of the places I visited because of baseball. Just crossed off Utah for the first time yesterday. Obviously, there's no baseball stadium there, but as I go to new stadiums this year, you guys will see me kind of cross it off. The only new state I might be going to is Massachusetts, but I'm also getting a baseball stadium one, so you guys will see that when I put that up. But other than that, let's get into today's game. Coming into today, the Dodgers were 19-12, Giants were 12-17. Dodgers were tied for the most wins in baseball. Coming out of today's game, they now do have the most wins in baseball with 20, so they're obviously the first team to 20 wins, so that's huge. Last year, they didn't even get their 19th win until May 19th, so they're just on a whole nother level. Tomorrow's the first day of May, and they're already at 20 wins, so this team's looking really good so far. So let's get into some updates super fast. Andrew Toles showed up to Camelback Ranch yesterday. He wasn't there for all spring training. We still don't know why, due to personal reasons. Happy he's back. Hopefully he's doing well, feeling okay, and can get out there and start kind of doing extended spring training or hitting around with some minor leaguers, whatever it is, so he can kind of get back into the feel of playing. I don't expect to see him really back up with the big league team anytime soon. There's really just no room. With Pollock on the IL, which we're going to get into in a second, well, I'll just tell you, Pollock's on the injured list for elbow infection. He had an exploratory procedure today to see how severe it would be and whether or not he'll need surgery. He's had 2 surgeries on his right elbow. He fractured it a few years ago. Unfortunately, the first surgery was not done too well, so things kind of rattled around in there. Had to have a second surgery. So I'm assuming it has to kind of go with that. He obviously has an infection. That's not good. So they're supposed to find out tonight how severe it is. I haven't heard anything yet. As soon as I do, I'll let you guys know. So with him going to the IL, obviously we can't have Toles come up just yet. He hasn't played professional baseball in any context or in any way, whatever, since it's been about 6 or 7 months. So it'll be some time before we see him, if we see him at all, depending on how long Pollock's gone. Obviously, he's not going to take Verdugo, Jock, Pollock, or Bellinger's spot in the outfield, so there's just really no room for him unless, like I said, Pollock's out longer term. But with Pollock being out, they did call up Matt Beaty. He is a first baseman, I believe, and third baseman, left-handed hitter. It was his MLB debut. He'd never been called up before, so he did get to make his debut tonight, and he came through with a single, so congratulations to him. First MLB at bat, first big league hit. Can't do much better than that. So especially against the Giants, it's got to be a special feeling to get called up. First day you get called up, you're actually in there to pinch hit, and you get to get a hit against your franchise's biggest rival. So congrats to him. As you guys know, yesterday Bellinger set the record for most RBIs in MLB history before May 1st. He is just, I still can't get over what he did. He didn't have an RBI today, so it holds at 37. That is the new MLB record, so that's incredible. This kid's on fire. Nothing's stopping him tonight. Came out and did it again tonight. He went 1 for 3. He had a single and a walk, so he's doing his thing. He didn't get to break the home run record, unfortunately. It's funny that we're saying unfortunately because it's still a huge deal that he tied it, but he had 14 home runs before May 1st, which is tied with Christian Yelich, Albert Pujols, and Albert Pujols and Alex Rodriguez for the most home runs in MLB history before May 1st. So keep killing it, Bellinger. It's been hell of a first month of the season. I can't wait to see what he does for the rest. So let's go ahead and get into this game. Walker Buehler was on the mound. Last game was in Chicago. If you look at his numbers in his box score, not too terrible. Last time he did give up the 3 runs, but he wasn't getting a lot of swing and misses. He did a lot of that tonight. He went 5 1/3 innings pitched. He gave up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, which actually didn't even come until the 6th inning. Gave up a single, then struck a guy out, and then unfortunately gave up RBI double, RBI triple, and his night was over. So the 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. So already looking much better from his outing last week. Obviously he wasn't happy with himself giving up those 3 earned runs. You never want that to happen. The team was up though 9-1 at that point, so it's not a big deal, but obviously he was hard on himself. You always want your guys to have shutdown innings so they can hold the other team. Right after we have a big inning, we always want to see our pitchers come out and shut them down, but they got the win. He'll figure out whatever it is he needs to keep working on, and he'll just continue to do better because that's what he does. Dylan Floro came in. He had the runner on third, 1 out, got out of it with a ground out and a strikeout. He pitched again in the 7th, got back-to-back ground outs to start the inning, struck out. A guy, last night he struggled a little bit, came in with the bases loaded, gave up that bases clearing double, which unfortunately ended up winning the games for the Giants. So nice to see him come out tonight and get 5 straight outs, not give up the inherited runner on base. Yimi Garcia, that guy. There's really no one better coming out of our bullpen right now. Baez, yes, doing very well, but when you put together all the Baez has had, given up a couple runs in his last few outings combined, Yimi Garcia just absolutely killing it. Out of his last 7 outings, he's pitched 8 innings pitched. He's given up 0 hits. He had the 1 walk, no runs, and 5 Ks. I actually missed the last 2 outs of the 9th. I know he didn't give up a hit, and I know he didn't give up a run, so I think the strikeout in the balls still holds, though, that he still's only given up 1 ball and 1 walk, and he's had 5 strikeouts, unless he did that in the last 2 outs tonight, but I don't think he did. I think he just got outs. Either way, he's killing it. He's not giving up runs, he's not giving up hits. He's making things really hard on the team. It's when Ferguson comes back from his injury, it'll be kind of interesting to see how they handle that, if Ferguson gets sent down or what they're going to do with Yimi, because Yimi's killing it. He's one of our best relievers right now. Huge game for the offense today. Everybody was hitting, really everybody. The only guy that didn't have a hit today was Seager and Muncy, but Muncy did reach on a walk. Seager, just not a good day for him. He went 0 for 5 with a strikeout. Everybody else killed it today, especially the guys that were struggling. That was the best part of today's game. It wasn't Verdugo, Bellinger, and Jock carrying the team. It was everybody else, which is what we needed. Kiké had himself a good game, had a single 2-run home run, his 6th home run of the year. Great for him. We need him to kind of get it back and going. So hopefully this does it for him. It's never easy to hit at Oracle Park. So having him go out there and hit a home run, I mean, they had 3 home runs tonight. So not Kiké, but the team in general. So anytime your team's hitting around at Oracle Park, especially this early in the season when it's so cold, that's great, especially when they're pitching to guys like, or hitting against guys like Pomeranz, pretty good. And then Ty Block, who has killed us in the past, to see them score as many runs off of him was huge, because that's always been something we've struggled in the past. We can't hit the pitchers who aren't supposed to be very good. So really happy with that one tonight. With Kiké and his at-bats. Turner, first home run of the season tonight. Couldn't be happier for him. He walked, had a solo home run and a single, hit the home run to dead center, barely made it over, but it made it over, and that's all that counts. In his career, he's only ever hit, prior to tonight, in his career, he's only ever hit 2 home runs before May. So now he's got 3 home runs before May. So I think it's time for him to start taking off. We've seen him hit the ball hard a lot these last few games, and he got his first home run tonight. So kind of right on trend for what he does. And let's just hope it keeps going for him. Bellinger, single and walk today. He looked good. Verdugo ended up coming in for him. Not sure why Roberts pulled Bellinger. Don't know if it was just to get Verdugo in there because the score was up. Because they were up so much. Kind of a bummer, because Bellinger would have gotten 1 more at bat to maybe try to break that home run record, but it is what it is. You don't want him to go out there when they're up by a bunch of runs and only have him in there to try and break a record and have something happen, him get hurt. So plays every day. It'll be good for him to have a rest. He'll be in there tomorrow. Verdugo got his at bat in. He walked. David Freese, huge game for him. He walked, had a 3-run home run, his 2nd home run of the season, and he singled. Didn't strike out at all. When he did get out, he was putting the ball in play. His home run barely made it out. It was kind of weird. It hit the top and bounced back in. So when the Giants player threw the ball back in, everyone was a little confused, kind of thought like the Dodgers had caught themselves in a pickle. Ended up being ruled a home run. That was the Dodgers. That's how they scored for the first time. Got up 3-1 on the game, and then They kept it going. Muncy, only thing he had today was a walk. Taylor, much better today. He only had one hit, but it was a big hit. It was a 2-run double, and he did not strike out. So with Pollock being injured and Taylor being that right-handed bat and who can play outfield, we really need him to step it up. Hopefully this will help him kind of keep things going. If he's not striking out, I can kind of work with that. It just means it's going to take time. It just means anytime now he's going to start hitting the ball. So no strikeouts today, big for him. Another good game for Barnes. He's been kind of turning it around a little bit these last couple games. He had a 2-run double, only 1 strikeout. And like I said, Matt Beaty came in, had his first big league hit with a single. So team looked really good today. I think this is kind of back to the first week of the season, what our guys are capable of and what we can almost expect every game. Obviously, you can't expect 10 home runs, but we should be able to kind of see the whole lineup come through every game. Not every guy's going to hit a home run, RBI. Some guys are going to go 0 for 4, 0 for 5, and that's fine. But seeing the whole lineup contribute 1 through 8, 1 through 9, but offensively 1 through 8 is always huge. And I think this team's capable of it from top to bottom. Taylor got the start today. A lot of people weren't happy with it, myself included, but he got the job done, so I can't complain. I'm happy about it. When I saw the lineup today, I was not happy at all. I thought it was the worst lineup I had seen us put out all season. Scored 10 runs, so as always, I'm going to keep trusting Roberts. That's why he's the manager of this team. He knows what he's doing out there. These guys know what they're doing out there, and they came away with the win. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, we take on the Giants. We've got Hyun-Jin Ryu on the mound. They have Madison Bumgarner, so should be a very good game. We're looking to win the series, so hopefully we can do that tomorrow. Don't want to lose the series to the Giants. Off day on Thursday, and then they will be in San Diego for the weekend. I will be there on Saturday. I don't know yet about Sunday, but I will be there Saturday for sure. But I'll have a game recap for you guys tomorrow, and then we'll have an off day on Thursday. But other than that, hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.